The Plaqueboymax situation is bad. By Novely? I don't know, nigga. Let's like the video, let's tap in, let's see what we got.
You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused.
You might think that because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro.
What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, man.
OJ, if you with me, set it off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that camera?
When it comes to being a content creator, you'll be surprised at how many people hate you for just being yourself, and the overall positivity normally shuts down the negativity that's happening. Unfortunately, when it comes to it being your own community or even friends around you, that support tends to break and wear you down, and that seems like what's happening with Plaqueboymax in this OJ Suave situation.
I seen a few of the clips about the situation where basically, bro, I don't even know the OJ nigga. I know Max, you know what I'm saying? Like I be actively in this community and shit, but it's a lot of things you say, and like this is where streaming blurs the line, because it's hard for, especially if you're not in that life actively, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, you know what I'm saying, one of these top tier clip farmers who what do they call that shit? They call it like method acting. Like a lot of this shit is just method acting. So a lot of people know how to they know how to play within those lines where it's certain shit that they can say and certain shit that they can't say. And then there's certain niggas who genuinely they're just unhinged. This OJ nigga strikes me as somebody who's just like unhinged, and he's going to say whatever he feels like is right in his mind, or whatever he feels as though he wants to say, and he may be right, he may be wrong, like, but at the same time, it's certain, like, if you feel like you're cool with somebody, you don't judge nobody in front of the world. Like you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't tell niggas that they're demons because they're expressing themselves in only ways that they probably know how, or only ways that they feel like they're comfortable with expressing themselves. If you're unfamiliar with the Plaqueboymax situation, well, the controversy, he's been going through a whole bunch of controversial things this past summer. Like with the whole, I think it started with the diva tattoo. The nigga got the tattoo of a word diva on his rib. When I seen that, I didn't really think too much of it, because if you watch Max, you know this nigga spontaneously just tats anything on his fucking body. Like genuinely, the nigga tats anything. Like he got some, I know he got some tats that he cherished, but a lot of that stuff, he just gets tattoos. And then on top of that, the human aspect of it, gang, it's just not your body. It's not your body. If a person wants to go tattoo anything, nigga could tattoo a dick and balls on his left chest. I don't care. I wouldn't care. It's not my body. I didn't tattoo, and I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for, so I would genuinely, I wouldn't care. But at the same time, gang, we live in such a judgmental society, especially where people who are your friends or your associates, they get too comfortable with you. They get so comfortable to the point that they think that they can say whatever, whether it's behind closed doors, or in Max's case, in front of fucking, well, he had probably had 30K on stream. You're saying something that could have been talked about behind closed doors in front of 30K people. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's log in.
Max has been getting a lot of hate on the internet recently for some tattoo choices, wig choices, and just the way that he's overall expressing himself recently. While we thought his community and other people around him would be able to have his back, somebody that he actually thought he was cool with came up to him and started berating him, talking about his parents might be ashamed, talking about his tattoos, and basically overall sending him a bunch of hate and negativity, and then not caring afterwards when it made him upset, to the point that he even ended his 24-hour stream he had going on for Stream University because of how much that actually hurts his feelings. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start from the very beginning with who even are any of these people, and how do we get here in the first place?
I'm gonna ask you this again because I asked you yesterday. Would you ever get my name tatted?
First of all, that was less than 8 hours ago.
Still yesterday.
Second of all, the answer is still no.
Okay, I'll ask tomorrow then.
For anyone that's unaware, that right there is Plaque.
I'm not gonna lie, gang. I'm like, the dynamic between this nigga Max and Wardrobe is like, it's funny as hell. Yeah, if y'all ain't know, the Wardrobe nigga is gay, but at the same time, he still got that same little brother dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Or little brother, little cousin. You know what I'm saying? You got that little cousin that to just say the most dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? And like unfiltered, dumb, just says the most random shit and just does anything. That's what that nigga Wardrobe, like, that's what he seems like to me. He funny as hell.
Plaqueboymax, a very well-known streamer who has been dipping his toes into rapping and creating all sorts of content. And most recently, last month, he was getting hated on a lot for a couple of design choices he decided to make, like putting on a wig, getting a new tattoo, getting some new piercings, and a lot of people had him under a very heavy microscope, making all sorts of comments on him left and right, because he decided to experiment not only with himself, technically, by getting literal tattoos and piercings, but also just with his overall style.
Structurally, it's not so small.
What the?
Do it look cool?
Pretty gnarly.
For anyone that don't know, I got nose piercing, right? I got a nose ring yesterday. And then I woke up, I'm like, I don't want this motherfucker no more. Like, you feel me? So I took that out. This ain't Diva though. Now chat, where did this tattoo rank amongst the tats? Now chat, we got some crazy talking about. Wait, what the? Any curry? Alright, we gotta do it fast then. We gotta go fast. I feel like heroin.
To piercings to wig.
But like, see, look, like me saying this, I'm not jumping out of my body. I'm not like I don't know what it is, but some people on the internet, but they see shit like that and their blood instantly starts boiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a little flamboyant in some of the shit that he's doing? Yes. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what flamboyant is, nigga, I don't know how to help you. Open a dictionary, gang. I don't know. But at this, like, none of this stuff makes me jump out my body with rage that a nigga is just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? He's doing things pertaining to himself, not hurting anybody, not insulting anybody, not, you know what I'm saying, not putting nobody's life or his own life in jeopardy or in danger, gang. This nigga is just what is Max, 23, 24? 23, 24-year-old kid. Well, not kid, but like young men. Like, we're all young men. You know what I'm saying? And some people, young people, when they have he's a millionaire, when they have lots of money and they have the financial blessing to do certain things, they're gonna do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do whatever they want to do, but why judge somebody for doing something that has nothing to do with you? Why judge somebody for doing something that, like, he ain't spread no negative messages. He ain't out here telling his chat to be gay. No, he's just telling people to express themselves, essentially. And he's not even saying that verbatim, but within his actions, he's making it known that I'm going to express myself however I want to. However you feel is however you feel. However you think is however you want to think. That's not my prerogative. It's not my job to do certain things to make my content appealing to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not my job to make myself appealing to you. No, this shit is for me. And if I do things for me and the niggas fuck with me, they're gonna fuck with me for me. As simple as that.
To trying out new tattoos, to getting out piercings, to getting dermals, Max has just been experimenting a lot with his overall style and the things that he can do to accessorize himself as a whole. Now, obviously, all of these things don't stay. That is a wig. He eventually took it off. Even one of his piercings that had a P, he took that out because he didn't like it as much. And most people obviously had a crazy reaction to this, specifically the Diva tattoo, where people were making entire think pieces, calling him gay, calling him all types of things. Even people from his own comm started switching up on him, saying that Max had changed, calling him all types of weird names. And because of that, he had a small little crash out moment. But
bro, the thing is with the Diva tattoo though, I never seen that as gay. Like, how? Because look, this is my thing. People think of the word diva and they think of a woman, or they directly correlate that to some feministic quality or something like that, when in all actuality, gang, it's a fucking word in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? I'd even argue that it's more gay. It's a lot of niggas on the face of this planet that tattoo other grown ass celebrity men on their body. Gang, it's niggas out here who have LeBron James tattoos. They will never see this nigga. They will never talk to this nigga. They will never meet this nigga a day in their life. But they got hit. They got the number or the jersey letter 23 fucking tattooed on their body. That's some of the gayest shit I've ever seen personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, tattooing the word diva is just like it's you're tattooing a word. You know what I'm saying? And if you were to fucking look at what's that word? Like, words that are similar to diva, is one of them is like prima donna. Anybody could be a prima donna. Anybody could be a diva. And like, it's literally just a quality. It means that you're just like you think you're too good or some shit like that, or like your shit don't stink. Judge a nigga for feeling like he the shit all the time. Don't judge a nigga because he put a tattoo on his body. Like what?
Most recently, he has been doing perfectly fine, still experimenting with himself and still not really caring about what people say. And that's also partly due to the fact that he got into Streamer University, where he's been going crazy, getting viral moments, clips left and right, and overall seemed like to be in a upbeat mood during a 24-hour stream the entire time. Until yesterday, where he ended up ending the stream because of a crazy interaction he had with a fellow content creator that rubbed him the wrong way.
And then I'm not gonna lie, a nigga dressed like this can never say shit about me. Like you like I understand we live in a time period where a lot of niggas are expanding their fashion, expanding their wardrobe, expanding their their clothing selection. I'm all for it, but at the same time, I see bullshit. I call bullshit. This nigga is like a dark skinned Frozone. Like he's literally like, come on, gang. You can't. Certain people should know when to shut the fuck up. Certain people should know when and who they're able to critique, who they're able to criticize. Me as a person who works a 9 to 5, who isn't, I'm saying, a wealthy person at all, I would never walk up to a billionaire and say, this is how you need to use your money. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that, because there's a time and a place for when to speak on certain things that are whether pertaining to you or either not pertaining to you. I'm not gonna lie, like this African Frozone looking nigga is not somebody that looks like he need to be talking about anybody.
You a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? Why you wanna be a diva? Man, you need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips.
And then you talking about this nigga's parents though. That's weird, because like, you don't know shit about shit other than what you're seeing on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what people going through internally. You don't know what people are going through under the surface, but you're bringing up shit pertaining to a tattoo, and then you bringing up this nigga's parents as if you had a sit down talk with them personally. You know for a fact that they don't like what he's doing. Gang, shut up. Like this shit, like people judgmental people irritate me. Like publicly judgmental people irritate me, because it's like, why are you judging the next person so harshly when you know what I'm saying, you got gold cuffs in your hair, you got like tarantula dreads. Like, what are we doing with the Frozone glass? Like this shit, like niggas be going for swag clearly, but it's like, come on, gang.
You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Divas bend over. I don't think you bend over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Plaqueboymax. Not Plaqueboy Bati. Not Plaqueboy Ass. Are you going to tell your son that you are a diva? Daddy, what's diva? Hey. Get the fuck out of here. That is an abomination, Max.
Don't get it messed up. A lot of people, while Plaqueboymax was at SU, was bringing up the diva stuff, was bringing up the comments, the wigs, all that, but none of them, went this hard and were actually serious about it. They were all clip farming. I want you to know, I cut this clip off a little bit short, because I'm gonna play the rest of it later, but he continues on going with no interruptions from Plaqueboymax, no one saying anything, just continuously degrading and talking bad about this man. And if you go back to the very beginning of that clip, you can see how happy Max was to walk up and talk to him. He probably hasn't talked to OJ, which is the name of that creator who's talking right now, in a long while, because he is not even on social media right now. And he just came out of nowhere talking bad about this man, disrespecting him for no real reason.
My thing is, I don't even think Max was like, he may felt some type of way in the moment, but I think it's more so, I put myself in his shoes where it's like, I think if I'm drunk or if I'm lit or if I'm at a function and I'm excited to see somebody and the person that I'm excited to see start fucking rambling and yapping and trying to give me some lecture about fucking morality and things that I shouldn't be doing or things that I should be doing, gang, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That it's fries. To me, it's at that point fries, literally. Like, I don't want to hear that. I just don't.
And I truly don't
It's a time and place for everything.
understand how someone can sit here and talk with this much certainty in their voice, calling someone a demon, calling someone an abomination, and then bringing up their parents, talking about you need to have a conversation with them all over a tattoo and a couple of design choices. I would sit here and say, even if he is being genuine, this is a conversation you can have off camera because of how crazy he's going. But it also makes me feel like he is just clip farming, because there is no reason to go this hard if you're truly being genuine.
I am not proud of you. I'm proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Baki, Diva. Diva start with D. Diddy. What else? You know, it's like this, Max. You know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max. When you keep pushing that barrier. And
But you hear what he said. He said they gonna speak bad about me, but I don't care because I don't have a platform. like I can say what I want to say, and I could be completely unhinged. I could be completely judgmental. I could be a complete asshole because there's not gonna be nobody who can hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? I can say what I want to say, and I hope he realized this nigga's not his friend, because this is how he truly feels. Like, a lot of people hold back saying, especially if you're popular in the internet space, you're gonna hold back saying how you truly feel for the sake of, you want to save face. You don't want to get canceled. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, not only lose your own fans, but you don't want to destroy the ability of bringing in other people, bringing in other fans, bringing in other engagement. Like, you know what I'm saying, beefing with other people's communities, because then that, you know what I'm saying, that's like cutting off a potential bridge that you could cross one day. But this nigga, he clearly don't care. Like he said, I can say all this because they can hate me, because guess what? I don't use social media anymore, so I can say what I want. That's 100% the true sentiment of a loser. Like, you think ultimately you're truth telling. You're not truth telling. You're just fucking being judgmental. And then you're cowarding away from seeing the comments, cowarding away from niggas talking shit about you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold you accountable, because you deleted the ability to even see it because you're not going back on the internet. Niggas a loser.
time passes. What happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself. Don't sell your soul, Max. They want your soul because you changed the game. Don't sell your soul. You know I have a soul. You know I don't hold my tongue. You know you the first person that ever subbed me up as a big streamer in my chat. You ain't mention it. You don't know how much I appreciate you, but you bigger than that, nigga. Don't forget niggas like you for your personality, nigga. Is you crazy? You don't need to put on no persona, nigga. You broke through with music. Is you crazy? So niggas suck my. Niggas don't like you inside the character, but your main niggas like you. Don't let niggas rage bait you on your own stream. Is you crazy, nigga? You him, nigga? You not no diva, nigga? What the fuck? Oh, not drive that. That's not true. You playing the character too much. Fuck out of here. You not no diva, nigga? What the fuck? I'ma pop it because I'm not gonna get no comments today. Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna get my. I went to SU. But I'm not no diva. Fly though. You got fly. I'll give you that. You have to dime me on that. You got fly. I'll give you that. You fly. You're not no diva.
Talking about you're one of the first ever big streamers to sub to me, and then you're going to talk to this man like that, degrading him, going on an entire rant, uninterrupted by the way, by not only background people, but also not his own cameraman, not Max himself, until he decided to walk away. I truly don't understand why OJ felt like he needed to not only say this in front of Max, but also say this on the camera and then exaggerate as much as he wanted to, because certain people who are trying to defend OJ are saying that no, he's being genuine. This is stuff Max needed to hear, which I don't agree with. But even if he was being genuine and he really cared, he was a content creator. He understands how clips work, to the point he even mentioned it in said clip, saying, oh yeah, once the clips go up, it don't matter because I'm not going to see them anyway. So he understands the content game enough to know that this is going to get clipped, pushed everywhere.
And that's the thing, even playing devil's advocate, what if he's saying something that Max needed to hear? You know what I'm saying? What if he's saying something that 100% true? It ultimately defeats the purpose by saying that in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? It ultimately defeats the purpose. Like if this was good intention, if this was true, if this was genuine, if this is really something that you feel like he really had to hear, you know what I'm saying? If you had a message that you really needed to say to this nigga to break through to him, to finally wake him up and say, gang, what you're doing is not destroying the world, but you're destroying yourself. You're not being true to yourself. You're playing too much into this image. Even if all of that was 100% true, you don't say that on camera. in front of fucking 30,000 concurrent viewers. You just don't. If that's your mans, if that's somebody that you truly hold in high regard, you say that shit behind closed doors where we can have a heart to heart, where we can have an honest moment. Like, you don't, like, that shit is weird.
So if it was a serious conversation, he should have took it as seriously and told him, hey, let's step away from the camera so I can really talk to you one-on-one. So I really want to tell you this information and how I feel without clips or without a camera being there. But that's not the case. He was going for clips. He was trying to degrade this man in front of his entire audience and even the rest of the internet because he knows that clips are going to go up. And when Max has a response that isn't going back and forth with him and is just trying to be genuine to his chat, people are starting to look at him crazy.
I don't really want to chill with niggas. I want to just chill. I've been streaming this whole time, and I've been having a lot of fun. You know, people just really just accepted me for who I am, honestly, the whole time. So it's just felt like, damn, I felt like I enjoyed this shit again. You know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place, because streaming ability, I feel like, alright, streaming, give me the ability to do that. That's why I love it in the first place. I felt like I've always been able to be me. And even if niggas who don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans, like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them. But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of niggas? You don't care about me for real. You just don't know it, go viral. Bitch, this is me, nigga. I'm Prince. This is me, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. Might test some shit. Niggas get whole world think I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is whack. You're corny. And you just think how the next nigga think. You don't have your own mind, bro. That shit whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all niggas fucking with me. Don't care. You might think that shit because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It don't matter. Niggas gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So, I don't care, bro. Fuck OJ. If you fuck with me, nigga, you said that shit off camera. You could've pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit on camera?
I should have mentioned that Max is intoxicated during all of this.
And that's what I was saying. Being drunk make this shit 1,000 times worse. I'm like literally that's what I said, bro. Whenever you're lit, like when you drunk, you high or whatever substance you decide to abuse with your little, I'm saying your little, whatever. Whenever you lit and you feeling the gang, you don't want to hear none of that shit. You just don't. You don't want to be lectured. You don't want to be talked to. You don't want to be, well, not talked to, but like talked down to. You don't want to be like having an ultra serious conversation under those circumstances, gang. Especially, I came up to you excited as hell to recoup with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't heard from you. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was cool. I thought we was good. But no, the moment I'm running to you with a smile on my face to dap you up and catch up with you, you instantly just start, you a demon. You a demon, not a diva. Get the fuck on.
Probably picked that up from how he's acting, how some of the people are acting around him, but they were just at a Streamer U party. But even with that being said, the way that Max is reacting is very genuine. He is obviously upset, and even though this man's voice is fried to no end, he is still screaming and showing how passionately not only he loves himself, his community, but also how he understands why that was disrespectful, because it's showing that OJ doesn't actually care about him or respect him in any way. It's the point of going on his own stream to disrespect him, knowing that the clips are going to go viral and then walking away, even saying in the midst of eating a clip, he doesn't care because he's not going to be on the internet anyway. Even though Max is, he still has to stream the next day, he still has to post content. So not only are people going to be bringing this up, but they're going to rehash old stuff that he thought was in the past now. He came to Streamer U, was feeling a lot of love, was getting accepted by a bunch of people, and now all of a sudden, all the hate he thought he left behind is coming right back. And thankfully, other people that are seeing this, like his roommate Wardrobe and Rakai, went up and confronted OJ because they felt like it was disrespectful.
OJ, come here.
Yo.
It ain't no yo. Come here. Second of all, I don't know why you trying to be funny or some talk shit about Max. Like, he didn't do nothing. Did he say something to you? You went up to him. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you bullied him first, right?
Oh,
so if he say some shit about you first, then it's gonna be a problem though, right? I'm not done. I'm not done. No, because I can put the cameras down.
No.
I can put the cameras down.
No, but I want to have
No, because I can put the cameras down.
Max walked away from me.
He walked away from you because he felt uncomfortable with you. Obviously,
Okay,
you
but
coming
I'm a
up there
person,
pressing
I'm a
him.
human being
Okay,
on
you're a
the
human
camera.
being bullying other human beings
You
over somebody that
perceive it
didn't do
as
nothing.
bullying.
He's going to the club. What the fuck do the club got to do with him doing this and that, doing this and that?
perceive it as bullying.
No, it's not.
I
I'm
perceive
there.
it
No.
as-
Oh, what do you perceive it
You know
as?
what's crazy?
No, what do you perceive
You
it
know what's
as?
crazy?
What
I'm
do you
trying to have
perceive
a
it as?
conversation
I'm in the
with
middle
you.
of talking. You keep interrupting me. I'm actually, go ahead, talk.
I had a conversation with Max. Max walked away. If Max felt away, I'd been knew Max. Max was one of the first streamers I knew. I feel like as a person to a person, if you feel away about something, you enlighten me. You don't walk away.
I'm not listening.
But see, as a person to a person, if you feel some type of way, you say some shit in a place where it's a mutual space. You see, and then this is the part where like I kind of hate. You can tell this OJ nigga. He's very emotionally intellectual. He's probably regularly intellectual too. But my whole thing is the emotionally intellectual people try to find one sub point and then act like they try to diminish the entire other like point. You know what I'm saying? Like he's literally about to say he's gonna try to gaslight his way out of this one. If me and a person are locked in, I would want them to enlighten me. I would want them to pour into me, educate me, talk to me. Duh, we get it. But at the same time, if that's genuine, why would you do that on camera? Why would you do that on, like, if you're my mans, if you see me lacking in any department and you're my mans, why would you wait till you're on my platform to reach out to me? If we were that cool, you would have my number. If you don't have my number, then we're obviously not locked in. If we were that cool, you would have shot me a DM. If we don't follow each other on social media, we're obviously not locked in. If you are my man, you would, like, you know what I'm saying, you would text me, call me. But if you cannot text me and call me, we're not locked in. So how do you feel as though you're so entitled to the moment that you see a nigga that you think that you locked in with to enlighten him or pour into him or educate him on what you think he's doing is wrong? See, like you smart niggas be so smart, but at the same time, you be so fucking stupid.
You don't care about my opinion.
I really don't. I really don't give a fuck because you still disrespecting somebody either way.
Bullying him.
You're literally, that's what you do. That's literally what you did. All clips need to be confronted. I'm confronting you about what I just saw.
All clips.
All clips, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my gosh,
Okay.
he bullied our favorite Max, and he
Oh my God.
recorded.
Look at how that's nuts too.
I'm gonna mail something to his address to let him know he violated my Maxi Waxy.
It feels like everybody around OJ is taking the situation seriously besides him. Yes, Wardrobe might have came off a little bit aggressive in some people's eyes, but honestly, he did let him talk and was consistently getting interrupted and still let him go first to say something, and what he said came and amounted to completely nothing. You came on another person's platform to talk and disrespect them, knowing how the internet is going to take that, and at the end of the day, don't care. Because when you're confronted about it, asked to talk about it, this is the Novelty Supercut. He went on and said way more, calling their interaction a Black Mirror episode, saying that once he goes home, no one's gonna care. He doesn't take the situation seriously because he doesn't even see these people as actual people. He went back and forth with this man for a good minute, making jokes the entire conversation and saying if Max actually felt away, he would have said something, as if anybody who was in that same situation or anybody who was watching those clips can tell that Max is obviously uncomfortable.
First of all, number one, I'm not even gonna say
human
that.
and get out your head.
You being human. Girl, all humans deserve respect. You got them little ass glasses on, you doing the most.
Okay,
but I'm asking you a question and I'm telling you to apologize or don't apologize.
Okay, you see what I'm
apologize
talking
or don't
about? But you're not being a
apologize.
person.
Apologize or don't apologize.
Oh my God.
Apologize or don't apologize.
We are in a
apologize
Black Mirror
or don't
episode.
apologize.
Yo,
I just said put the cameras down. What is confronting somebody a Black Mirror episode? What is confronting somebody a Black Mirror? I said put the cameras down.
But you don't even let me finish.
No, I'm not letting you finish because I don't give a fuck what you about to say because it's bullshit.
You don't.
I just said you can put the cameras down and everybody can move out the way. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. What does a Black Mirror episode have to do with motherfucking having a conversation?
You know it's crazy in the world where a 17-year-old, if y'all ain't know, that nigga Wardrobe, he's 17, gang. If a 17-year-old has more emotional security, like emotional, you know what I'm saying, intelligence, more, you know what I'm saying, humanity towards him, like a 17-year-old, this nigga is not even an adult. You know what I'm saying? On paper, he's not an adult, but he has more maturity to his logic than you. And then you ultimately go to saying this shit is a Black Mirror episode because what? He's confronting you because how you talk to somebody? Like
about you disrespecting another motherfucking human being.
You came here to address
exactly.
Okay,
and I'm asking you, okay, address it. Okay, address it. Go. Address it. Address it. Address it. Address it.
When we go
address
home,
it.
it's just
address it. Address it.
You're not a person.
Address it.
You're not
Go.
a person.
Go. Address it.
Anybody who tells me OJ actually cared, he was dropping the real knowledge to Max, he really had to let him know, or lying. There is no way you can sit here and watch any engagement he has with anybody else after the situation happens and tell me he truly cared about Max. And he was really just trying to enlighten him and letting him know how he felt about the decisions he was making from his perspective. Because there are not only many ways he could have went about it differently to make sure that Max wouldn't be berated or that so this stuff wouldn't happen, but he truly doesn't care. Not only from the Max perspective, but even the people that are confronting him, calling him not human, saying it's a Black Mirror episode because they just want an explanation, and he truly doesn't want to give in or feed into any of it. Thankfully, it is just OJ on an island by himself, and it might be a couple of random chatters here and there trying to agree or defend him, but everybody else, even the people on the Streamer U campus, actually have it.
I think we get it though. But like I'm saying, it's like even you can I don't like the nigga OJ. And this is where a lot of people are missing it. We're not saying he's wrong in the things that he's saying. We're not saying he's right in the things that he's saying. But there's a time and a place, and there's also like it's not always what you say, but sometimes it's more so how you say it and when you say it.
A functional front.
Whoa. Yeah, but it's not ultimately like what you say. Well, in this case, it is what you say, because a lot of that nigga, like a lot of the shit that he's saying, you can tell. Like if it was just them two behind closed doors, you're not saying certain things the way. Like the message overall would be the same. You know what I'm saying? The point he's trying to get across, it would be the same. But at the same time, you're not about to be outrageous with it. Calling another person demon because they got a tattoo that you may disagree with is insanity. Calling a nigga abomination is insanity. Bringing up a nigga's parents, saying that they were essentially saying that they are disappointed in him, or he needs to talk with his parents, he needs guidance, that's insanity. Like where are you in your life where you just feel as though you're just so morally above to the point where you can call out other people for the things that they do or for the action that they take when they're not harming anybody or not doing an injustice to anybody. But yeah, that's the reaction video. If you enjoyed it, it's your boy Rushmore Rick. We out of here.